All right, guys, this is Paul Singh, the Market Speculator, with the trade report for Wednesday, December 21st, 2016. Let's get to our new entries first here. X, continuation trend pullback play where we got the remount of the 9 EMA, 9 moving average here. So see here, we had that big run, finally got some consolidation here. Now we were watching very closely for breakout or breakdown over or below the 9, and we got a strong move yesterday back up over the 9. Overall, still very good volume pattern in here, looking really strong. So we're watching for a break here of the high here, which would be right around 39, upper 38s. And if we get that, we could see a move into the 40s. So our entry was right here at 36.75. We can pull this back out, and you can see just how far it's come here. But the last time it did the same thing where it consolidated and broke. It made a nice move, so we'll try to play that again. So that's X, and then FAS. So basically, this is the same sectors we've been watching, metals, and then financials here. Has had a huge run here, consolidated, held the 9, and got the gap up yesterday, led the market. And now, again, we'll see if we break out here. Stop for this one is under the range. So we've got around 2 points here. And I can adjust that a little bit according to what's going on. And then a break into the upper 40s. And then for X, we've got our stop, again, under the range here. So about, I'd say 2.5 to 3 points. So really nice setups there. Let's go over our current positions. UCO oil. Nice little move yesterday, 2% here. So it's moving in the direction we want it. But again, we're playing for the bigger move towards 13 here, 14, somewhere in there. So we're looking for a big move here. Every Wednesday, remember, an hour after the open is oil inventories. It's almost like a Fed day for the market that happens every week in oil. So pay attention to that. And sometimes there's some overreactions to the initial move that you got to kind of hold through. So anytime you're holding oil longer, you have to play through these Wednesdays, every Wednesday. And then play here, still consolidating towards the top of the range, right around our entry level. And we're looking for a break to 60. Finally, TZA. Now, because I have so many longs, hedging with TZA, which is short IWM. Now, IWM looks very strong now, as does the rest of the market on that hold of the 9, but you never know what can happen. So, sometimes rather than just playing the stock, you're playing your portfolio. So here, I've got 4 longs, and if the market turned back, at least I would have TZA. So I'm willing to hold TZA. It's right around my stop level right now and set to open. The market is flat this morning across the board. Gold, oil, IWM, SPY, Qs, they're all flat right this morning, up a little, down a little. So we should open right around 1870, 1880, 1890, somewhere in there. Now, if it starts to slide, I'll get out because I don't want a big loss. But it is providing me a little bit of a hedge here against this. So I'm willing to loosen the stop a little before that. And you guys have seen me do that a number of times here where I use it to balance the portfolio, even if I'm at my stop level. So let's look at SPY here. Now, if you don't have longs here and say this was your only position, you have to think about getting out right away. SPY here holding the 9 really nicely. I almost took SPXL, but decided to go with those high-flying stocks. IWM, the same thing. Qs, the same thing. IBB lagging a little bit here, but we're watching those moving averages in biotech. Oil, we just saw UCO, XLE, also showing strength. Semiconductors looking strong, leading tech. Russia pulled back but is holding the 9. At some point, I've got to get into Russia as well. So I'm keeping an eye very closely on Russia. Now, I almost took FCX, and I got a lot of questions about it. It was basically, for me, I only wanted one metal, so I was choosing between X and FCX, and I liked that X was already over its 9 EMA, but valid entry here if you took X yesterday. I know FCX, and I knew a number of you did, and you could enter today on a break of the 9. AKS, another steal if you don't want to trade X, almost the same pattern here. POT, POT here, this is the ag stock, almost the same pattern as FCX. And again, good entry there, or you could wait for the 9. WLB, our coal stock, right at the 9. Habit restaurant stock. Now Ruth got crushed yesterday, so that's off the list, but Habit's still looking at good above the 9. Tesla continues to fly here. Tough to enter at this point, but watch for consolidation and a break of the moving average. The moving average there. Netflix looking good. Almost took that yesterday, right at the 9. OAS, one of the leading energy stocks. Good entry here, good entry yesterday. If it starts to get extended, I would not look to enter that. And then Google, looking good right at the 9. I've added 4 stocks to the watch list. Another steal, which was on our list last week. Arch, getting up over the 9. And this is an IPO. YELP, really strong right at the 9. And then AMD, extended at this point, but did break this range here. So maybe that's an entry here. But one of the leading semiconductor stocks, along with NVDA, which is putting in the same pattern. And then finally, a biotech TSRO, very similar to some of the commodity plays here, breaking the 9 there after looking like it might break down. So that is it for the trade report today. Maybe I add another position today, maybe or not. I'm happy with having 5 positions right now. But if you want to add positions, you don't have as many as I do here, or you just want more positions, go off the focus list today. A lot of good selections here with these patterns setting up. So that's it for the trade report today. I'll see you guys either later today or early tomorrow.